we've been in some fabulous lunch spots for our away days. But it's just sometimes you think sausage and mash. I had to have the peas as well with the gravy. I don't understand why you haven't put it on a plate. Why don't you put it on a plate? I'm in a little bowl.
Yeah, he was particularly good with toothache, believe it or not. But apart from that, he had other miraculous healing powers. He was one of the early bishops, very holy man apparently. Now,
Can he help with football results?
Unfortunately, Henry VIII don't make it help with football results.
Yeah, I think we should be 2 up. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, is that last man? Is that a last man decision? Red card at the end of his night. Horn takes it. Here's Massey. Yes! Goal given. Wrexham alive again.
Here we are on another away day trip, watching football. It seems such a long time ago since we did the pilot, which was very, very successful. The feedback was great. Thank you very much for everybody that commented and certainly watched. That was the sort of the theme, to not just for the highlights, to actually go and watch a game of football, which we are tonight. But the whole day behind it, we're coming up to the little local spot now where I've certainly been through many times, Moncton. We're going to have a little pit stop there. We've been on the road for over a couple of hours now, out to Cornwall, and we're going to see Salisbury versus Truro City, which should be a really intriguing and interesting game. Truro were beaten at home, surprisingly at home, one of the favourites at 4-0. Salisbury drawing their first game. Other connections, I mean, with myself living in Truro, managing Truro for the last on three occasions, and of course the man behind the camera himself, Piran Films, Salisbury's his hometown. That's where he was brought up from, so played for Salisbury, so there's a connection there, maybe bragging rights as well, call for. So the sun's out shining. It's a football day, and I'm looking forward to it. We've had a little pit stop. Do like a little pot of peppermint green tea. A little bit of Kit Kat with it as well. On the road now again. One of the reasons why it makes it really enjoyable doing these away day videos for the games and filming the games is that, and I speak on behalf of every manager and coaching staff, is that because it's not your team and it's not my team tonight, the pressure's off. It really does, and you can actually really enjoy it. I defy anybody, any manager to say, yo, I really enjoy my time, particularly if you've got a passion and a desire and a commitment for your teams. And otherwise, it's just you get in the zone, and you work at that level. The trips home, or even the feeling afterwards, particularly when you've won, is great, and that's where just like the relief comes. But nights like this, where you go and watch games, it's really enjoyable. It's really enjoyable, and that's what I really like about when we're doing these away days. Salisbury and Truro tonight is going to be a very interesting game. Truro, one of the favourites, was seemingly one of the favourites, and then lose at home 4-0 on the first game. Salisbury always up there and around around the promotion playoffs. So it's a real enjoyable game to just go and watch, rather than, certainly now, the two managers, you've got Steve Claridge, Paul Watton, the nerves will be kicking in without a doubt, and the stress levels then build, and you do, and then you say, yeah, I enjoyed that. You don't really. Well, that was, to be fair, that was pretty painless, the journey. Threatened once or twice with a bit of traffic, but roads were quite clear, and we're into the city of Salisbury now, our destination for this evening's away day game, taking on Truro City. We've got a meal booked at the Red Lion. I've been there many times on the White Hart, but it's a Red Lion today. And then we're going to cross to the Cathedral, have a little run there. Hopefully we can meet somebody there that's there's a little tour, but see how all that pans out. Looking forward to my lunch now. If there'd been one fact, just one fact, that you could wow everybody with, that you knew about the Cathedral, what would it be?
Oh, it's bound to be the tower of Spire, the tallest in the country. I tell people, until the Telecom Tower was built in London in the 60s,
yes,
the tallest building in the UK was this. And it had been for hundreds of years. Remembering that London was a low-rise city for most of its life.
Yeah.
Knees creak, this is out.
This is brilliant. How good is this?
You dip it down, and
Wow.
there's the water level.
Wow.
A bit low, actually. It's normally only about 4 feet.
The analogy, say, with football stadiums, is like you got Wembley, which is in there. What would have made? Was it the height? Was it the spire? Then what made it just stand out?
There would be some fabulous decoration inside the cathedral would make it stand out.
Well, even in celebration of us being in here now, they're playing the organ for us now. So, but wasn't that wonderful? Wasn't that was just blown away. I mean, we'd made arrangements to have a little tour and come in here, but for me that just makes it. I am so privileged that we can do this stuff and even find out today even more stuff about the history, facts there I don't even knew anything about. There is somebody that can go as long as Ryan Beattie before scoring a goal from a set piece, 28-30 years. So, but superb, absolutely magnificent, and he came out and did that for us. So the power of Piran films must be.
Mr. Hulse drove me here. I don't know how I got here today, Although, to be fair, he has saved us on a couple of occasions. But it is a red light. Oh, yeah, so it is. Oh, we'll let this flashing light go past. Yeah. And we're actually just a minute or two from the ground now. It seems like been a real long day, but what an enjoyable day it's been. And we're at our destination, the main piece, the main meat now, for why we're here. Hopefully we're going to see a very good game of football in Salisbury. And Truro 0-0 in their first game of the season, and Truro City, who amazingly lost at home 4-0. So it's interesting to see their response tonight, what that's going to be. I know Paul Watton will certainly get them fired up and ready to go, and he'll be up against a tougher opponent than Steve Claridge with his Salisbury side. So all makes for a super evening ahead.
The pitch is looking superb, it really is. It's a surface that's going to be like the players have the ability to play one touch, two touch about, so they'll zip it about. I expect to be a few long balls to try and turn defenders tonight, but I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently there's going to be about 500 people here tonight, which is a good sized crowd. Really, they will create a good atmosphere, and there's a little bit of real buzz. There really is a buzz. I think there's a little anticipation that maybe we can have a high scoring game here tonight. So hopefully the goals will flow. And so you usually say, what is it? Best team wins, but sometimes they don't. But just looking for a good game of football tonight. So your role here at the club is one of the coaches, yeah.
And it's great, you know.
Yeah.
He's a character.
Yeah.
He's a character. But he's my boss, and he's a good boss as well.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that. I absolutely enjoy that.
One of the most interesting things about when you're going to watch any game, particularly at this standard as well, when you've got some of the top level considered top level managers, you got your Paul Wattons here and Stevie Claridge is here, is how they set out and how they go about their warm-ups and the training sessions. Two completely different warm-ups at the moment that's been going on. At the moment, Truro are warming up. It's quite close, compact session that they're having down there at the moment. The Salisbury balls are very early into what you would normally finish with, sort of a keep ball session in a sort of large area. They're into that very early. So for everybody back home, you can say that Mark Huckle was a decent player. Decent player. Was he all right?
He was a decent player.
Right.
We had some good games, Mark, didn't we? Very good games.
Right.
Super games.
I was only about 15, 16.
You were young. Yeah. I was the old man of the team. Just talking about them. Yeah, we were saying about it.
This is Steve Massey who played at Bournemouth.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing, Paul? How are you doing, Paul? No. That's really, yeah. You can tell you're a footballer. You can tell you're a footballer.
Why is that?
Well, just the way you carry yourself. Carry myself. Yeah. A little bit of swagger. Is that what you got? Yeah. No. Golf's not mine. If you could kick it off the tee, I'll be all right with me. But we're all right. Yeah. No, we just been talking about what's in store for tonight. With the boys,
it's always an exciting game, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's one thing that I remember over the last few seasons here. There's always plenty of goals, isn't there? I mean, I think didn't Truro come up here and win 6 at one or 6?
It's always a bit feisty.
I was a bit feisty. I wonder why that is.
It was a horrible wet night.
Yeah.
And what's his name was playing for? He was a manager.
Barry Hales.
And he scored 4 goals.
Did he go? Yes.
He scored 4 of the best goals you'll ever see.
Yeah. Just the one, thanks. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Well on. Thank you very much. The question straight away with both teams coming out is just the physical size of them. They're a giants. No, we've come from Southwest Prince League, but it's step 6, and you maybe got 2 or 3 big guys. You've got it in the Western League where there's 5-6 boys, but these boys are something else. They're 6 foot plus. They look lean. They look strong. Yeah, that for me is the immediate event that some of these boys have got good physiques. Look very, very athletic and very, very powerful. Oh, good ball. This chance. It's got to score. It's got to score.
Where did it go? Where did the ball go?
Straight to the keeper's feet. He saved it with his feet. Yeah. Should have scored. 35 minutes now, and the only excitement is me and you've been told off. Been told off for standing up. Oh, we've got to abide by the. There is a reason why this is a yellow box junction.
I think we should be 2 up.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, is that last man? Is that a last man decision? Red card. That's a red card, isn't it? Last man. That's red card. Last man. Yeah. There he goes. It's the end of his night.
Up against it now.
No, yeah. So, yeah. Right at half time as well. You know. Did you get that whistle then? Did you hear the whistle? That was the nicest thing about this half. He finished it. Three talking points, 3 big talking points. First of the one quite early on. The Salisbury boys gone through. Ryan hit the keeper with his legs. Should have scored. Yeah, of course he should have scored. And then secondly, good work down the left hand side. Cross coming in from the left hand side. Boy rises well, hits the bar, comes back down, hasn't got enough on the pace of the ball to put the rebound in. And then the biggest turning point was right in line with us, near enough. And here it's his own fault. He'll be cursing himself in there. Dallied on the ball. Did he want to take another touch? As centre halves do sometimes. Caught under his foot. But the guys come in and robbed him. He's through on goal. Pulls him back. Immediately say that's last man, red card, and it was. And Salisbury were really cautious to start with. Yeah, there's a respect that you show to opposition, but you are at home. I'd like to have seen them really set off on the front foot to start with. Truro did that, and I think Truro have been the far better side. And if Truro don't go in that dressing room now, and the manager's saying to them, look, just keep the ball, just play with a bit more quality and a bit more assuredness. They said, oh, it's a bit blood and thunder, 90 miles an hour at the moment. Go down, I can't see anybody. There's going to be a game won here, then it's Truro City. But a very, very scrappy first half. A lot of huffing and puffing. Probably a fair scoreline at the moment, 0-0. But Salisbury got it all to do. And if Truro, if they go about their job now and the quality they've got, I think they'll be fancying their chances for the second half. But where's the connection with the Truro Cities?
Used to born and bred. Watched them.
So you're in the right.
Watched them when you were managing.
You really? Yeah.
Yeah. Watched them from from when I was born.
Yeah. So you're in Swindon now then. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is a little bit of an home game for you then, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Apart
from the Submarine.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Whites programme. What a really excellent programme it is. Nice feel to it. Colour as well in there. But what I do like that as well, I mean, sometimes you can it certainly I understand it's maybe an option to make some club funds and from the commercial side of it, but it's not littered with adverts either. It's really informative from the people who you'd like to hear from as well, from the managers and the commercial guys in there, and it actually is in black and white. Inside it's in black and white. It's really easy to read. There's no sort of flashing in front of your eyes, and it's bags of colour. I think sometimes some clubs can go a little bit over the top with it, but everything in here, it's really informative. Love the page about the whole of the league in here, league table, the fixtures, the players come, the players' stats. I always love that. I always think that's brilliant. Bathroom reading, I always think. It's an excellent programme. Nice feel about it. I say just enough colour, but bags of information and informative. Yeah, well done, Salisbury.
Well, with his analysis, the goals would be down that end.
No, they'll be at this end.
Is it right in there? Yeah. I think this is certainly where the best atmosphere is going to be. You guys, the Salisbury guys always get behind their teams. Always a good atmosphere. But honestly, I can't see that. I think you've been really defensive and cautious. I think all the action's probably going to be down there. If they're going to, might be the odd breakaway. There's going to be an odd breakaway. But
Depends, I know, but it depends how fit they are, doesn't it? Salisbury now, they're down.
Yeah, are they down 10 men? Going yeah. So
again, it's harder to mark 10 players and there's 11 players.
Yeah.
You've got one player left over and they will do their concentration.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it, and then I guess that's exactly what your gaffer's been saying to them in there. So yeah. Oh, penalty! He's given penalty. Oh no! I tell you what, Mr. Huckle. I think we've got ourselves a football game. Suddenly, out of this mediocrity, breaks a football match now. I think that's
Definitely a penalty.
well, it is because the referee's given it. But I think you might argue it's very soft. I might be wrong, and I think for the game as a spectacle, this ought to go in or should go in for a game of football to sort of break out. But I'm not confident. Go on, give us a game, son. Yeah. What a roar! Package that roar, take it back with us. Oh, brilliant! Love that. How does that happen? Truro City are in complete control. Yeah, they've had a couple of breaks. That luck went their way. 0-0. They've looked the far better side. They must have all said in there. Paul Wotton would have said in there, let's keep it nice and tight, keep knocking the ball about from line to line, let's drag them about, let's get the extra man. And within 5 minutes of the start of the second half, Salisbury have got a very soft penalty, I have to say. It looked a soft penalty, but they ain't going to mind. They won't mind at all. And for the neutrals, there's not that many. In fact, I think there's only us. It's like, yeah, it's a game of football on now because Truro City have got to come. It's set up now for the game, really. The Truro City have got to come out in there, and it's set up for Salisbury to counter-attack against them. So, which they've done well, they've tried to do all the first half, personally. So, yeah, game on. Good header. Here we go. Keeper, come out. You don't come out, keeper. You don't come out, keeper. Oh! Keeper got it completely wrong then. Blimey. You could tell from our angles here, clearly it would have looked totally different to him coming onto it head on. But here, we were in real great position. You're thinking, you ain't getting anywhere near that, goalkeeper. Anywhere near that. And what happened there? Why didn't he just take his time? And he had even time to square it across the box to blimey. Give it in wide again. Oh, wide. Well played. Oh, do you know what? From there, he was really quick on the whistle. That's what infuriates. Okay, you can say you've got a free kick here. Infuriates players. He was so. That's a great clip. You will have a great clip there for any referee. So all he had his eyes on, he had no idea where that ball had gone. It might have gone and bang. Good touch from the Truro play, back out to him. But the right-hand side guy in, and the referee's pulled it back for a free kick. He was far too quick on his whistle. Should have just allowed play to move on, to go on. He's killed the game now for a minute, 2 minutes. Really infuriating. Keep the game flowing, referee.
What if Truro score?
Well, he deserves to be in the celebrations, the Truro celebrations. Oh. It's too long.
That must infuriate managers.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
you've got all your big boys up, your big guns up. You ask the Salisbury guy, the whole Salisbury setup, what really would you hope he does with this? Oh, kicks it far too long out of play. Turo's right back is on all the time. It takes a little bit too long to get to him. It doesn't even get to him. Yeah.
Great ball! Great ball!
Oh, yeah. There's a ripple of applause from behind the goal, and deservedly. I always thought that was coming. The poor defending, really poor defending. And Truro just got to get out to this line, both lines, and just bring the crosses in. Harvey's completely the number 9 is completely dominated in the air. Keeper's really iffy now about how he's coming. That incident there is really upsetting. I think this is again for Truro to lose now. We've got what 25 minutes to go. Yeah, it was thinking. There you go. It's a goal. It's a goal, isn't it? It's a goal, yeah. It's a goal. He's given a goal. He's given a goal. He's given a goal, yeah. He's given a goal. It's not really. Nobody knows what has been going on in certain decisions, but that was clearly the line has given pointed at the goal. Referee's given a goal. I don't know how he got that position, but it was coming, isn't it? Cross, ball into the box and crosses, and that keeper's gone now. The keeper's gone. He should have dealt with that. Should have dealt with the cross. The incident here where he's come out completely missed is just completely thrown him now.
The crowd has gone quiet.
The crowd's gone very quiet. Our interview with Mr. Claridge after has probably gone as well. So, too young for that yet, haven't I? She was. Walking football, I don't know how, but I know it's very, very popular. I don't know how anybody does it. You can't play walking football. How do you play walking football? He's done super. Oh, unlucky. Oh! Brilliant. Actually, that's the only thing he's perhaps done all wrong tonight. The 15, he's worked really hard. He's run well off the shoulder. He's put them under pressure. The Salisbury defence. Maybe his shooting was just a little off then.
He screened the ball well.
Yeah. Go on, put it in the box, because when you put it in the box, you score goals and you put it in the box. Now, can you strike it? Can you strike it? Yes, he can strike it. What a goal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good boy. Great strike. Fully deserved.
Are the crowd's going?
The crowd's going, yeah. So, yeah. To be fair, they've come and supported their team. They made a lot of noise when their team took the lead, but they've been very, very quiet since. And I'd say they've been well beaten now. It shows that 3-1 to Truro City, quite comfortable in the end. The game hinged on the decision. 5 minutes from half time when Salisbury go down to 10 men. Had to be. There was no hesitation. Last man. So which all made it very, very hard then for Salisbury. I thought they were quite cautious up until that part. So I did fear for them in the start of the second half. And I thought
it was Truro just to come out to keep the ball, keep possessions, play it from flank to flank, just move them about, and blimey, they get a soft penalty. Salisbury go one in front, lifts the crowd. It was a huge roar. It was great to hear. 640 odd people really roared them into the lead. You just thought, if Truro just keep the ball the other way, put the crosses in, as they did, there was always a chance of a goal. I thought every time the ball came into the box, they looked dangerous. Truro did. Thought Harvey was brilliant in the air, and so that proved with the crosses into the box, and then finished off 2 very quick goals, crosses into the box. Salisbury keeper, I think he had an incident here where he came out and should have Truro should have taken come back to equalise 1-1. The guy just a little bit hesitancy in his finish. I think he panicked a little bit, but then the keeper's confidence just seemed to go. He came a little bit hesitant for a couple of the crosses. He didn't know what to do, and then I thought he should have done much better with Truro's second goal. Should have done much better with that. And then it was just a matter of just keeping the ball. Truro keep the ball, and it finished off. If you always thought if they wanted to go and score another 2, 3, they could have done it. I thought it was a very disciplined performance. In the end, they got the job done, particularly on the back of Saturday's defeat would have hurt, really hurt. No matter how unlucky they said or against a run of play, the scoreline suggests that, but they come back tonight and looked a real decent side. I did just think maybe there's a down the middle as Salisbury exposed. They didn't take their couple of chances that they had, and their only chances, to be fair, except for the penalty. But I thought fully deserved game. As for the day, it's been a fabulous day. We've mingled and met some great non-league people in here. You've met some of your players, and they even said that you were a good footballer as well. Have said so. So it's been a good day. We've got a 4-hour trip back now. But that's all part of it, and it's just what the love and the passion, particularly the non-league football.
you